Hey everybody, welcome to the 1804 Show, Chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 221. Yeah, before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, the 1804 Chapter 2. And I just wanted to come on here real quick. I'm gonna try not to make it like a long video, but who knows? But I just wanted to just talk about something real inspirational, very personal to me. And it just everybody needs to understand that whatever makes you is really important to understand that you can't allow it to break you. Because we all go through things, we all go through storms, we all go through trials, tribulations, and stuff like that. It's just one of those things that, we can't help but to be upset, be discouraged a little bit. But whatever you go through is going to give you a sense of humbleness and maturity and a lesson. Because I always say, like, it's not our age that make us grow, it's our experiences. And if you went through something, if you've been through a whole lot of life experiences, you're going to age a lot faster than your peers and whoever you hang around with and get some type of clarity, some type of understanding that all you got is yourself at the end of the day. And I always looked at myself just as one of the people that, I can teach because I've been through a lot of things and just be able to humble myself at the end of the day. That's why I'm never cocky. That's why I'm never arrogant. If anything, I'm always reserved. I'm always willing to tell people that I had such a horrible life. And my life consists of a lot of being knocked down, but I always got back up. And I'm going through some things now, but I always get back up because I always say, like, as long as I have an outlet, I'm going to be okay. I'm always going to make it. And I always show that I'm a human being at the end of the day, regardless of trials and tribulations and the things that wasn't fair. I just always get back up. I always just get myself to the point where I can't mope about it. I can't sit on it. I just got to give it to God and just try to just stay consistent on what I got to do. And you got to make sure, just in life, you can't give up. And I just always make sure that I surround myself with positive people, good people, people who isn't going to feed you cliches, people who ain't going to abandon you, because it's really, hard, you know, surviving. Because everybody just always trying to make it seem like that they don't go through hard times, they don't pay bills, or don't have bills piling up in their mailbox. But, we all have to endure something on a daily basis, some harder than others. And I'm just grateful for the many blessings that I have. I don't look at what I don't have, I look at what I do have. and I'm gonna always shine. I'm gonna always pull through. And it's just really important that you know who's in your corner instead of your circle. Because everybody has a circle, everybody has groups of friends and this and that. But everybody don't have those same people that's in their circle in their corner. So you gotta really test your circle out. It's really important. Because if you don't, your circle will eventually, leave you. And then who you got to rely on? Because even the most independent person needs somebody. Don't let them fool you. It's a lot of people fooling a lot of people. But one thing they can't fool is themselves. Eventually, you will have to look yourself in the mirror and really realize who's in your corner. And really realize who can I trust, who can I depend on, who can I rely on. And we all like to say, I got God and this and that. But realistically, we all want somebody in human form that we can trust and that we can really depend on, we can rely on. We all need someone to talk to. We all need somebody to lean on during difficult times. And I'm no different. Despite me being a strong individual, I'm grateful for my circle and my corner. And I'm also grateful for the ones who want to see me down and out. Probably want to see me dead. I'm grateful for those too. Because everything has to be at a balance. Everything can be perfect. Because perfect ain't real for no one. And I'm grateful for the people that hits me up, that cares about my well-being, cares about me, sticking to the plan and just encourage me. Because this is really hard when you by yourself sometimes. When you see something by yourself and just doing your diligence with, your 9 to 5 and then you get off your 9 to 5 and you go into your dream, you go into your passion. You need those type of people to, tell you that you almost there, you're doing a good job. It's just really get hard sometimes when you doing something just for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that I can be an inspiration to certain people, encouraging people that they can do their dream and can do their passion. Because I just love to encourage people to do and to engage in positive things and being productive. But yeah, pretty much this topic, man, it's one of my favorite quotes from Frederick Douglass. And Frederick Douglass was practically, one of those slaves, well, former slaves turned abolitionists. And he basically was just one of those people that wanted to taste freedom so bad. And once he got there, he wanted to help in the aid of slavery. And sometimes people, excuse me, and sometimes people don't understand and they don't really know what slavery is. It's whatever you feel like you don't want to do or what you don't want to do be, excuse me, if you don't want to be. And We all enslaved to something, whether if it's to ourselves or into our addictions, into our um, habits and stuff like that. We all enslaved to something. But yet, in order for you to um, free yourself from bondage, you have to really realize what you slaving yourself for and over. And a lot of people don't understand that because a lot of people just settling again, and a lot of people are very complacent in what they do to the point that it becomes a everyday thing. The average American isn't waking up every day to doing what they want to do or accomplishing what they want to accomplish. They chose average over greatness, and I never really been that type of person to just settle to be average. And there's nothing wrong with being average, but if you know that you're not average, then it's going to haunt you. It's going to make you bitter. It's going to make you miserable. It's going to make you all types of things. And we have to understand who we are and what we're capable of, and knowing what our talents are, and knowing what our due diligence is, and what we're willing to tolerate and what we're not willing to tolerate. And sometimes you just gotta do something for a little while to get to where you want to be. And sometimes people just want things handed to them, and sometimes, you know, it takes a long time. And it was just really frustrating me that I haven't gotten my big break yet, that I haven't um, reached superstardom or whatever, because I really feel like out of a lot of people that I really proved myself that I was here to stay and really put in the work for it. But then I also realized that because of who I am, it's going to take me a little longer. And that's fine. That's cool. I'm not um, upset about it. I'm just sticking to the plan. I'm just running my race at my own pace. And that's what you got to do. You got to run your race at your own pace. Don't look at who's running next to you, because I have to tell myself that, we are competing, in this world. We are competing. We are running a race. And when you pay attention to a race, nobody's looking who's running next to them. Because when you do that, you're going to lose. You're going to decrease your speed. It's going to, what I'm saying, really disintegrate. You're going to start moving slow when you start looking at everybody else's who's in the race with you. You're going to lose like that. You can't lose, and you can damn sure can't look at everybody else competing. Sometimes you gotta, just look straight ahead, and it's really hard to look straight ahead. You gotta believe that you can become first place, and there's nothing wrong with being second, third, because shit, when you watch the Olympics, when you watch people run track, nobody cares about second or third place. Everybody look at who came in first. And I had to stop saying that I was first and look at as long as I can compete in the next year or the next Olympic Games and come first. And that's fine with me. If anything, I'm very honest about um, who I am and what I have to offer. And you gotta look at that. Just because you come in third or the second doesn't mean you're not gonna come in first someday. We all have things that we try to hide, we try to cover up or we try to scam through. But there's nothing wrong with admitting that you lost. I lost a lot of things. I lost a lot of people. But I won, came in first couple times, few times. So at the end of the day, it's all good. As long as you realize that you can be first someday, then you can live with that. At least you tried. At least you put in the effort. Maybe your effort wasn't as best or was good, but at the end of the day, at least you can say that you tried. And I always tell people, don't give up, don't quit. As long as you try, you can live with that. Just try again. And everything isn't going to happen to you the first attempt. Everything isn't going to always go your way. But you just have to understand, like, maybe it wasn't my time yet to shine, but I'm still going to shine. You're going to have to face a lot of disappointments, a lot of no's, a lot of um, what's the word I'm looking for? A whole lot of maybes to get to yes. And that one yes is going to open so many doors for you. Because back when I was homeless and everything, I wasn't working, I didn't have no money. I was still staying with my mom at the time, and I just remember going and look for work because I lacked the experience. I didn't get hired as quickly as possible, but it took me 4 or 5, 6 months to get a job. And and then like when you been told no so many times, you begin to believe that you're not good enough, and that's not true. Sometimes you're not qualified, and sometimes you overqualified, as they say. But it's always that one yes that's going to open so many doors for you. And that one yes can change everything. And that one yes changed a lot of things for me. Just with this show, man, I just can't thank a lot of people enough for allowing me to be the interviewer and allowing me to get to know these people and allowing me to have so much material and so much content. So I thank a lot of people, man, and because I no fool, I can say that I done this by myself, but I didn't do this by myself, and I can just say that like just with the one yes that I got, I was able to do a lot of things, a lot of great things, and just keep a lot of solid people around me, and also it's like you receive a lot of peace. We don't just put up with a lot of negative things and a lot of negative people. Because at the end of the day, we all just trying to have peace of mind. Some of us are, but I'm at that point in my life where I want peace. You know what I'm saying? If losing you brought me peace, then I won. But, we go through things and meet people for a reason. And I would say just a lot of people changes us for the better, but also changes us for the worse. But I feel like at the end of the day, whoever changes you It's your responsibility to figure out why. It's your responsibility to know why. Everything happens for a reason. And why you still missing people and why you still like holding on to the memories, you just have to move on. And I know it's hard to move on. It's really hard, especially when you just be in your head and you just overthinking the situations and you just be like, damn, like, why they do me like that? I was so good to them. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck them and move on. Gotta show an individual, gotta show a person that they didn't break you, they didn't destroy you. Because there's a lot of people that's walking on this planet, walking amongst us, that's trying to destroy people because they destroyed. So they want you to be destroyed too. And I'm not ashamed of nothing. I'm not ashamed to say that I was down bad. I struggled. I was broke. I was hungry. I was in pain. I was depressed. I was suicidal. I'm not ashamed of that. But hey, I'm back better than ever. And every experience prepare you for another experience. And I just try to be very selective of what I engage in and what I don't have to engage in. I'm just really just trying to live my life as peaceful as possible. I don't want the clout. I don't want the attention like that. If anything, I just want just peace. Like when you know pain, you don't want no more pain. You just want more peace. And I just want peace. And there's a lot of people who don't want to give you that. It's people that wake up in the morning and just want to make your life miserable because they're miserable. That's tragic to me, is that um you make your day by ruining somebody else's day. I don't know how people can live with themselves, but they can live with it. But I don't gotta live with it because I'm only can be responsible how I treat you. I can't be responsible how you treat me. That's your karma, not mine. And you just gotta be tough because it's gonna be bad days more than good days, but good days come to those who survive the bad ones. And my best friend just told me that. My best friend just told me that, you gotta just keep going. It's gonna be more tears than it is smiles, and you just gotta keep going. You just gotta be very, smart and take less punches. Even while you getting punched, you can't stay down. You gonna get knocked down, but you can't stay down. So I'm learning that as I grow, mature, while I grow older, I learn that you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep um, reaching for the stars, reaching for the sky. It's just so many people dying, so many people killing their kids and stuff. And when you realize like how many people you outlived, it's just really astonishing. when you realize how many people died, while you still are able to live. Every day we wake up, we get second chances to make things right, to make things better. There's somebody that got killed now, or somebody that's dead now. So I just try to keep that in mind whenever I feel discouraged, whenever I feel depressed, whenever I feel beaten, whenever I feel defeated. There's somebody that passed away. So I just try to keep that as a reminder, and I got to keep going. But yeah, man, without struggle, there's no progress. Because if you don't know struggle, you won't know the reward. You won't know what perseverance is. You won't know what victory feels like if you haven't struggled before. And I would say, like, when you're an adult, you know, it don't get realer than a eviction notice or for foreclosure notice, a shut off notice, or not having no food in your refrigerator, or a bad credit score, having your car repossessed, being laid off. Now that's struggle, but things happen for a reason. So I'm just wanted to tell y'all all that, say what's on my mind tonight. But I'm finna get off here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in who did tune in and keep supporting your boy. I'm doing my best. But yeah, again, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get me up to 400. My next peak is 500. Donate to the Cash App, $ the 1804 show. And I'm doing the 1804 history. I'm bringing that back tomorrow with the KFC scandal. I know everybody been waiting for me to do that. I've been just trying to get the research down packed. So y'all be expecting that and keep me in y'all prayers. Peace.